Good afternoon. I am Ambrose Martin, Boston of the Eastside Chapter of the Eastside Fraternity, located in Starkville, Mississippi. We are here today to celebrate and honor the legacy of Brother Larry Boydell Williams. We are here today to celebrate his life and his legacy. We are honored to have his beloved wife, Rosalind, with us today. His two sons, Woody and Justin. His sister, Brenda. His three brothers, Sylvester, Thomas, and Brady. Nieces, aunts, and uncles, and the rest of the family members and friends who travel near and far to celebrate Larry's legacy. We also are honored and joined by his fraternity brothers, the Omega Psi Phi fraternity in Tupelo. Thank you, Pastor E. Charles Kemp and your congregation for their support and early voting. Larry, a native of Tupelo, Mississippi, along with 200 other black students from across the state, entered Mississippi State University during the mid-1960s. This was within the institution integrated for black students. Less than 10 years of the institution was integrated for black students. Larry and his cohorts entered Mississippi State. This says a lot about the bravery of the living. But they noticed on campus there was a lack of leadership, a lack of trust, a lack of men with courage. Because there was such a lack of leadership, unity on campus, something had to be done. There were a few young men on campus in 1976 who saw the need to band together for friendship and brotherhood, as well as leadership. Larry and 8 other young men were the Omega Psi Phi fraternity in March 1977. From that moment forward, he was a dedicated member of the Omega Psi Phi fraternity. Larry was part of what we consider the charter line, which means the legacy of Larry, the leader, for as long as the Omega men, the Omega Mississippi State, and Starkville, the Delta chapter, and the Eastside chapter. His legacy will live. Larry loved and cherished his family. They were the centerpiece of his life. He was a fun-loving man who truly embraced life. He was dedicated to the ideas of family and lived them to the best of his ability. He was also a lighthearted man who loved having fun and brought joy to all who knew him. He was a very skilled handyman and many iron boys who fixed things around their home. Larry loved people, and people loved his infectious smile and quick wit. He had a unique way of making everyone feel welcome and special. As we come together today, Let's remember the time that Larry made us smile and Larry made us laugh. Larry made us sweet. And that's why we're here today to celebrate his legacy because it's the way that Larry was feel. For those of you who are making comments today, please keep your remarks to no more than 2 minutes. I believe that you can do this. Woman, keep it down. Exactly. Larry would have a long back right now. That's good. So, we want to give everyone an opportunity to reflect on how Larry made us feel special. Thank you to everyone for being here. Larry. Brothers, let us continue to support his family long after today. Brothers, let us continue to support one another long after today. At this moment, we want you to share your stories. Let's keep Larry's joyful spirit alive today. Thank you all for coming together to celebrate this incredible life that we call Larry. If you have a program in front of you, we will be following the program. I will not come back until the very end. So if you see your name somewhere, please just hop on up and remember the 2 minutes. We want you to tell us, share with the family, share with the brothers, share with the friends, how Larry made you feel special. I am not going to read through the program because everyone has a copy. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to turn it over to member, Brother Michael Jones of the Charter House.
Good afternoon.
You must understand that your will is done. We ask that you bless each person here to give them traveling grace and that you party for the great this we ask in the Son of Jesus Christ. I suppose to start off. Larry, you were on the chart line with Larry. And he was out. He was out till you don't know what to tell. Still, you call call 70 years old. You call, so he called out and he kept us alive because he was he was good at it. Actually, he made up a step. Don't repeat it here. I'm sorry. So right before I got married, Larry said, we will go on a road trip. We're going to go to Houston. Another one. It's fat. I said, Larry, how you get to Jackson? I'm on his side. He said, I'm on my way. Sure. Some guys used to spend a couple days and came back. But one thing that Larry he did, I put it in mind. everybody is worth something. You know what your station was in life, where you were. He always gave you honor and everything. He was like, no matter who they are somebody to somebody. You need to respect that person and what they are in life, what it was. And I really
Someone hired non-voters, Archbishop. I'm here to talk about the occasion. But that's what non-voters, she did a good job of talking about the occasion. Well, I mean, step on his talk a little bit on some of the things that he said. But we are here to celebrate the life, the love of our brother and friend, Lloyd Woods. He was a person who brought so much joy, so much laughter, so much love into our lives, into his family lives. Brother Wood was known for his unwavering kindness, his incredible sense of humor, and his ability to light up a room with just his smile. We're here to express his love, his friendship, his brotherhood, his camaraderie, his fraternity, and his family. And lastly, we're here to celebrate Omega's co-cardinal principles and how Brother Larry Wood and how all Omegas should be. And those principles are manhood, scholarship, perseverance, and uplift. Thank you.
Good evening, my name is James Patman. I'm the tail dog, the 77 lot. I'm also Larry's roommate in the frat house. And so, as Brother Bishop just did, he talked about manhood, scholarship, perseverance, and uplift. And of those four cardinal principles, Woods, Tupelo, Hootie Tootie, Cowboy, whatever you want to say, what he's saying to me in this picture is, what you say? I can't say it like it. Anybody know how to say what you say? You heard that before? Okay. So what he's saying here is what you say. And he's an expert in everybody is somebody. And our objective today is to lean on that fourth cardinal principle. We don't want you to be in sorrow. This is a memorial service. Our objective is to celebrate Larry and the way Larry Woods did things. So what you say? Okay? So what we want to do today is we want to specialize to the best of our ability because there's no one that can do it like Woods. But I want everybody to be uplifting, to lift the family. We're going to finish here and we're going to go socialize and we're going to say what you say again. And there'll be an opportunity for those that don't get a chance to speak at the fellowship. Thank you. May God bless you. And let's do this thing.
Yeah, I'm back on the mic, everybody. Back. We have some resolutions. Turn it over first to our state chaplain, Brother Michael James.
Michael James, State Chaplain from Mississippi, on behalf of our State Representative, Brother Carlos Palmer, Esquire, I wanted to present this resolution to the family and to Ross and his wife and family. Thank you again for lending us Larry Woods. And I hope this resolution will bring some help and uplift to your family in years to come. Thank you so very much.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Nat Jones, and I'm a charter member of the Omega Mu chapter here in Tupelo, Mississippi. And I have a resolution that we want to read to the family and to the wife in behalf of our deceased brother and one of our charter members, Brother Woods, his brother. Definitely sympathize with resolution for the life of our dear brother, Brother Larry Woods. Whereas it is with great sorrow that we, the Omega Mu chapter, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, bid farewell to our beloved fraternity member, Brother Larry Woods. And whereas the Omega Mu chapter is a graduate chapter chartered in the hometown of our beloved brother, Larry Woods, and whereas the Omega Mu chapter considers Brother Larry Woods as an adopted member of the chapter's membership, and whereas Brother Woods often visited the brothers in the chapter and shared a great bond. Whereas Brother Larry Woods always left the chapter on his return to Florida in a better place in spirit, mind, and friendship. And whereas the members of Omega Mu chapter humbly bow our heads in submission to the will of our God, and whereas Brother Larry Woods' service, camaraderie, and commitment to friendship will forever be etched into the fabric of Omega Mu chapter, and forever let it be resolved that if we bid our final farewells today, we celebrate the life and the impact that Brother Larry Woods had on his community, his family, and the great Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. And be it finally resolved that a copy of this resolution be presented to the family of Brother Larry Woods, submitted this 7th day of December, 2024, Ray L. Shoemaker, Bostos, Omega Mu chapter, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity. Thank you.
Resolution of respect for Brother Larry Woods. This is from the First United Christian Church here in Tupelo, Mississippi. We, the members of the First United Church, want the family to know that our hearts are with you as we gather to bid a Christian goodbye to a Christian soldier, Brother Larry Woods, a loving member of the Woods family of Tupelo, Mississippi. Whereas the passing of our beloved brother is the will of God, and there is a human tie that has been broken, which grieves the heart in agony and pain. You are encouraged and consoled in the words of Jesus, who said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. Therefore, be it resolved that we embrace the family because of all of us, we have become a bond that we connect us for the rest of our lives. We cannot replace Brother Larry Woods, but we will attempt to demonstrate our love. To the family, we know your loss is deep and your sorrow is great, but we want you to know that we share in your sorrow. But more importantly, we recognize that this loss is heaven's gain. Humbly submitted on the 7th day of December, the officers and members of the First United Christian Church, Deacon Kenneth Mayfield, Church Council President, here in Tupelo, Mississippi. A resolution of the life and legacy of Brother Larry W. Woods. Whereas it is with deep sorrow that we, the A to Z chapter of the Omega Psi Phi Fraternity, acknowledge the passing of Brother Larry W. Woods, a beloved member of our fraternity and a cherished friend. And whereas Brother Larry W. Woods, a native of Tupelo, Mississippi, was a proud graduate of Tupelo High School, where he excelled as a popular football player and student leader, serving as vice president of the student council. And Whereas Brother Woods, a devoted family man, shared over 38 years of marriage with his beloved wife Rosalind, and together they nurtured two sons, Woody and Justin, in their home in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Whereas Brother Woods' legacy of leadership, service, and camaraderie will forever be etched in the hearts of our family, friends, and all who had the privilege of knowing him. Now, therefore, be it resolved that we, the Omega Psi Phi fraternity, A to Zi chapter, extend our heartfelt condolences to the family of Brother Larry W. Wood, especially his wife Rosalind, his sons Willie and Justin, his sister, and his three brothers. Be it further resolved that we celebrate the life and accomplishments of Brother Larry W. Wood, recognizing his contribution to his family, his community, and the esteemed Omega Psi Phi fraternity. Be it finally resolved that a copy of this resolution be presented to the family of Brother Larry Wood as a testament to his enduring memory and profound impact that he had on all of our lives. In witness thereof and thereby given under my hand in the city of Tupelo, Mississippi, on the 7th day of December, 2024, Emerald Martin, Boston, A chapter, Omega Psi Phi fraternity. The family has a copy of this resolution in the packet, which was given to you earlier. Thank you.
Hello. My name is Larry Woods II. Most here know me as Woody, and I'm the eldest son of my father. And I just want to start off by saying it is an honor to be here. It is an honor. As many of you know, we had a similar ceremony last weekend, and to get to do it twice, to celebrate the life and the legacy of my father, is just something that I would have never imagined. Thank you to all the family and friends and fraternity brothers that have made today possible. The family and I, we really appreciate it. And yeah, it's just really felt. Growing up with my dad he's a layered man. Many of the stories that you all shared, he's one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. To this day, I have not met someone that has all of the characteristics of my father. He can turn it on, turn it off, and flip it up, and it's very friendly, but he can show you a different side if you wanted to. Yeah, just happy to be here and celebrate his life and legacy with you all. Love you all, and thank you.
Good afternoon. Yeah, my brother pretty much said it. I'm very grateful for everybody here, during this celebration of life. We did this last week, and yes, to be here, doing this again, it just shows the impact that my father had. There's no place I'd rather be than right here, right now. Growing up, with my dad, I can honestly say that there is nobody like him. There is no copy and paste of him. There's only one Larry Wardell Woods, and there will not be another Larry Wardell Woods. There's so many stories that comes to mind, but some of the stories that I shared last week was that he was someone who really knew how to make people feel feel special. Strangers, there was no stranger. He never met a stranger. You talk to someone, if I walk in and he's talking to someone, it'll look like they knew each other for years. And then I ask him, who's that? He's like, he just met him today. But there was a time that I shared. There was a time where there was a person, I was with him and the person was walking in a suit and he just, looked just like, oh man, that's a nice suit. Oh man, like, are you a celebrity? And the person was just shocked and confused, like, who is this guy? And my dad actually, took a picture of him, and the guy posed for the picture too. And he made his day. And my dad used to love making people's day. He did it for his own enjoyment. And there was another time actually in Tupelo, Mississippi. My dad loved being from Tupelo. He loved Tupelo. He was very proud to say Tupelo, Mississippi. Whenever anybody asked him about himself. But yeah, there was a time I was in a Burger King with him, and I made music on the side, and we were standing in line with this lady, and my dad was just like, "Excuse me, ma'am, do you know who you standing next to?" And I'm like, this is my awkward to make a face because I can't say nothing. And he's like, that is DJ Woods. And I'm like, what's he doing? And the lady's like, oh, no. I've never been a celebrity before. And next thing you know, my dad got the camera and the lady's taking a picture with me. And she's saying, I'm going to go home and show this to my son. But, that was dad. He was truly one of a kind. And, he's leaving behind a void, but I'm grateful to have been able to witness 31 years of the impact. And once again, thank you all. And, I love you, Dad. Job well done. Rest in peace.
Thank you. I'm going to attempt. Thank you all for being here. This is a wonderful event, and we all appreciate you all doing this, putting forth the effort to recognize that we love Tupelo, Mississippi, his family, his brothers. Thanks to all the chapters that are here represented, that put forth effort. Special shout out to you, Patman and Norris Bishop, and all of you, the Basilis, and Brother Ambrose. Thank you for the leadership, and all of you for coming. We just really appreciate it. Larry would be overjoyed. He really would be overjoyed. I was not going to speak, but I had to. I just had to, because he was wrestling to do it. This is great. The lead. And yes, I just want to say that, I'm sorry, Brother Ambrose. Okay. But one of my favorite scriptures, Philippians 4:13, says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And it just kind of keeps me going. And when I think of that scripture, and I think of today, that's how he operated. That's how he operated. That your motto, friendship is essential to the soul, it really resonated with him in a way that it just represented his persona. Friendship was so essential to his soul. It was him, really. And he operated in that manner in his entire life. He could really teach a master class on connecting, caring, genuinely befriending people. As all of you know, that was his specialty. That was his God-given gift, to just make you feel so special, and he was so friendly. A lot of times he didn't remember names of folks, but because people would interact with him just a few minutes, and after that, they remembered him. We'd be walking up to places, people, oh, who's that brother? Who's that? I said, I don't know. A lot of people he's met, and they will come to me and tell me, oh, your husband, blah, 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 blah. And he won't remember names. He's like, oh, tell me quick. I have no idea what that is, but you know, that's someone you've met and you've made an impact on. So do you? But Tupelo is where it all started, and I have some dates here, and those dates are very significant. But I just want to go back. When he grew here in Tupelo, Mississippi, very, very special. And I've heard a lot of stories. I don't even know if you're here, but Loretta Gibson, I've heard a lot of stories. I've heard a lot of stories about Roger Bland and let's see who we have here. Let me see. What's his name? I think I thought I said that here. Rob Rice, I think. A lot of names. I mean, Ellen White and David Bland and just a lot of names and stories. And every time I would sneeze, he would holler at Pepper Raleigh. I don't know who Pepper Raleigh is or who Pepper Raleigh was, but Pepper Raleigh, his name was called all the time. And I'd sneeze and go, Pepper Raleigh, I wonder where he is. But these are just something, he just shared. Before his passing, he called me in and he was just telling me all about his life. He just reminisced. I knew the stories, but he just reminisced from you all and your growing up, and about Uncle Jimmy and Dee, and Mary Alice and Johnny. He went down the line, Kay, how you could skate, Kay, and dive, and Ray, and he just really went through this whole. And I'm thinking to myself, I want to go get my camera, I want to record this, but I didn't want to move because I didn't want to miss any iota of what he was sharing with me. And I knew then, I was like, oh my God, it's not going to be with us much longer, because he was just kind of, and I knew what that was. I did not want to miss one word of it. But I just wanted to, really wanted to thank you. Woody Justin, he just adored you to no end. He was so proud of you. He was proud of his family, his aunts. He talked about you all, Uncle Nay, heard the stories. He really loved you all. And then he went to Mississippi State. After graduating, he went to Mississippi State. Isaiah, you here? Isaiah Hughley, still here? Oh yeah, Isaiah Hughley. But anyway, before we get there, we affectionately called him Zip because he went to college with me, and then he came to Mississippi State Graduate School. And but I'll get to that later. But here, where he met you guys, oh my goodness, I've heard all of this, not all your stories, but I've heard a lot of it. Sunshine, I had the pleasure of meeting you Mississippi State while you were here, and you were hilarious. You shared things with me, and you always said, Sunshine, you can't keep nothing. And it was like, if I wanted to know something, Larry would tell me, I'm like, Sunshine. And Sunshine would always share. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Mike and all of you guys, Pepin, you were very special because you were there, Mr. Pepin roommate, all of you, he just had a special, and Brother Conley, when I was a student here, you were one of the ones that he first introduced me to. Yeah, he would take me over to your house. I remember that. And it was just Willie T. Oh my goodness. And yeah, you were his guy. All of you were his guys. I mean, I can't start calling names because you are his guys, But he enjoyed being your brothers. It was just so very important to him. And I just thought that, because you all were the line brothers, that you all were so special. But the thing is, he treated all of you that way, and he treated people that way. That was just that was Larry. He treated everybody, as you all have said. You were very, very special. Everyone was just very special at the moment when he laid eyes on you and he looked into your eyes. And he would say, look me in the eyes, but don't chew gum, please don't chew gum around Larry, okay? The first thing he would say, if you're chewing gum and you're walking up to him, is, okay, before you say another word to me, please take gum out of your mouth. And people did. And I'd be riding with him and I'd try to chew on this side. Rosalind, your mouth is moving. Like, what is wrong with you? But I don't know, it was something about him chewing gum. But anyway, so I got to Mississippi State. I went to Mississippi State Graduate School. When I got on campus, I saw this guy across campus. I couldn't miss him. He was wearing purple and gold, riding a purple and gold bike. And I had, my father drove me to Mississippi because my mother would not let me drive my car alone. You know, we heard stories and my mother was my mother. And so she would not let me drive my car alone. So my father drove me here, and when we got to campus, and I saw him looking at me. I know he was looking at me because I saw him looking at me. So I contacted him. He was like, Ross, I'm going to help you move in because my car was packed to the brim. And so he was like, but I can't help you move in because I'm leaving 5:30 in the morning to go to Jackson for an internship. He said, but I got a little brother I'm going to introduce you to that's going to help you unpack your car. And so I said, okay. And he called me that night. I said, man, here's the rollers. I just, was on the road all day. He was like, that's okay. I'm going to come. And he was driving a orange Dodge, dark, but it was loud, running. Car cry from the city manager that he is now. But anyways, he came, he picked me up, and he took me over to where the fraternity was having a going away party for him. And he said, this is Brother Larry Woods, and he's going to help you unpack your car tomorrow. And Larry goes, didn't you see him on campus? I mean, not hello, not good to meet you, but did you see me on campus today and dressed in purple and gold from head to toe? And you didn't come over? And I'm looking at this guy like, who do you think you are? So I said, I drove 10 hours and I wasn't coming over to talk to nobody. And he just like was taken aback, And I'm like, well, I guess he hadn't been spoken to like that. But anyway, we got together and the rest is history. Yeah, he helped me move in. I had no idea he was moving in me by Joe, his brother. And he kept coming over and you want to go jogging? I'm like, sure, let's go jogging. And it just, next thing I know, here we are. We were married. We have been married, but we were together for 44 years. And it just seemed like we were married for 38, but time just flew. Time really flew. But I just wanted to just share with you a little bit about, Larry and just how wonderfully such a master he was with connecting with people and making everyone feel so very special. And Tupelo, you gave us your best. You gave us, let me retract. Sorry. You gave us one of your best. You gave us one of your best. You shared it with the world. You shared it with us. And he just kept giving. He just kept giving. And I just, these dates in 1955, God gave my mother and father-in-law, Olive and every was a wonderful gift. And then in 1977, that's when he joined you guys and he found his niche. Friendship is essential to the soul, where he could be personified and exhibit and be and share and make the world a better place through the projects, the many projects that he had done. And matter of fact, one of the things that he really excelled at in being connected was when he was the reclamation chair of his chapter at Sayre Kai in Fort Lauderdale. And he would call brothers that had fallen and that they needed to be brought back to the fold. And so he'd be calling on the phone, hey, brother so-and-so, where you been? I need you back. We miss you. And you need to pay your dues. And I was like, well, everybody going to give you their credit card over the phone. And I said, nobody going to give you their credit cards over the phone. And the next thing I know, 578. And so they trusted him. They trusted him. And so in 1983, And in 1983 is when he and I forgot what else. In 1983 is when he, oh, that's right, graduated college. And he moved down to Fort Lauderdale. Soon after, in 1986 is when we were married. 1989, these are special dates for him. My oldest was born in 1993. My youngest was born, and in 2024, God called him home. God called our lovely Larry home. But he lived a full life, and he loved Tupelo. This was hard for me to come to Tupelo this time because in all the 44 years that I've known him, and he would always orchestrated the visits. And when he orchestrated, it was, you know, he narrated. He was the tour guide. He told us that he introduced us to everybody. And so it was very hard. And my sons were, I was in the back seat this time. I was thanking God how the role has switched because we'd be in the front seat probably this time around. They drove me and they were doing everything to lift my spirits because as soon as we left the band, it was hard for me. I just, my heart was flipping. But I started being grateful and thanking God that they were playing all of our songs, the songs we used to play when we'd be traveling. And thank you guys, because you all really lifted my spirits and kept me going. I appreciate you. I love you dearly. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you for giving us Tupelo, the Woods family, Larry. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rob. Well, let's see, what do you say about Larry Woods? What can I say about Larry Woods? You know, it's joy. Man, it was joy in my life. You'll never know really what it meant to me. I really miss it. Yeah, like I said last week, it was the reason that I put gonna make us out five. And thank you. I guess my cousin signed it, y'all. Thank you. And to have a brother that's your brother and also a fraternity brother. And a fraternity brother like that, you know, it was just, I can't tell you how great my life was, you know, with him on this earth. And really, really, really gonna be missed. No, we was down there last weekend and it was Denver that came up to the microphone and said, Uncle Larry, thank you, Uncle Larry, for teaching me how to play chess, you know. And big smile came to my face when he said that because he taught me how to play chess.
Thought all of us been the president. You know, all of us. I played chess, you know. And so I had the benefit from, as a kid to have a brother that, you know, spent the time with his younger brother. It made him feel special. And those are the things that you never forget, and those are the things that you miss, you know, more than anything. So, well, I was supposed to come up here and thank everybody, especially the brothers, and, you know, they decided. I forgot about it. I was supposed to thank all the brothers. Omega Mu Mutant. Yeah, because really, before we could tell y'all, you know, really before we really got plans together to even do a memorial service, these brothers was already on it.
All right.
Yeah, yeah. They were all ready on it. And you know, what a blessing to be a part of these great Omega Mu. Makes me proud, you know. And I get all of that down through my brother Larry, because he was right, Omega man. You know, there's no doubt about it. You know, I know that they were talking last week, and they were talking about let's see, apostles, the 35th apostles of the Masonic Line, Dawson Miller. Now, I had a chance to go. I was with Larry. I had a chance to go and visit Dawson Miller. You know, 35th apostles of Masonic Line. I feel pretty good. You know, and you know, you're talking about Larry used to do a lot of things for him and stuff. Well, we got there. We were there. Let me tell you this quick little story. Let me tell you this quick little story. We went down there and we were there visiting, having a nice visit with him and Betty, his wife, and something happened to the water line out there, something like that. But of course, Larry fixed it, man, you know, had to be there. But I was there too, and I was like, shoot, I'm gonna do that. I can have a list, you know, I can do this. So I went out there and we got the list, and I said, man, yeah, let me fix this, you know, and I think, so I kind of just took the lead from Larry, you know, I said, we need this fix. And we went out there and got it, and I make a long story short, man, I got that thing fixed. You talking about pride. I'm proud, man. Came back in there, and I said, came back in the house, and I told Dr. Miller, I said, Brother Dawson, I got you fixed. I mean, I got you. You working like that. You don't have to worry about nothing. It's gonna pass. Well, you know. And then we left, and Larry never said a word about that. Never said a word about it. And the next visit, when I came down to Florida, we went over there to visit Dr. Miller and his wife. Had a nice visit, you know, nice visit. And we were leaving, you know, we said, thank God for a nice visit. We were leaving, and Larry walked out, and Brother Dawson walked out behind, and Larry said, Brother Dawson, you got something to tell Thomas? And Brother Miller turned around, I turned around, looked at Brother Dawson, and said, yeah, Thomas, that pipe you fixed lasted one day. And I was like, hey, man, I was just look back at Larry, he was in the car, laugh. I mean, he was so good. And I was just standing there. Then Larry said, come on, let's go. But that was, you know, that was my brother. And we're going to keep this life, so I'm gonna keep it life. But to have somebody that has the effect that man had on me and all of his family is amazing. Talking to Renee last night, and he said something that was just, you know, people that a lot of people just don't say their nephew. He said, that man was my friend. That's amazing. He said that man was my friend. He was my friend. And he was my brother. And I got to have that. And that, no matter how long I live, you know, I am a blessed man for the time that he was in my life.
Okay. Thomas wanted me to remind the family, remind everybody a little bit about where Larry is right now. He's happy. I mean, I always tell Rosalind, smell. You can smell him. You can hear him. He ain't going nowhere. He's right here. And he wants you to be happy. He wants you to be joyful. And another thing, he's with his mother. He's with his father. He's with his brothers. All of his brothers that went on before him. They welcomed him with open arms. They were just so happy to see him. And he hated that he had to leave us. I promise you, he did not want to hurt you, not one of us. He wanted to be here with us. If it was his desire, and he'd peek up a little longer, he would have stayed here. But it's something about that call. It's something about hearing those other voices. I'm so proud that you got up and spoke and said all the people he was naming and remembering and that went on before him. It's something about that love, that unity, that gathering, that humble taking. But I want to let you know, don't feel bad nor sad. Remember and notice the things that you probably just ignored before. I talked to her, she spoke about an hour. I showed up at her door. I said, see, he's still checking in. You gotta recognize the things that are around you because the spirit is very sensitive. And you have to be sensitive enough to see you. And I just wrote, he loved every last one of us. And that spirit that he had, it was birthed inside of him. I mean, his father was the type of man that got up and did a whole lot of things. Where do you think he got to fix it from? And beat it into all of the children. They all got that spirit. I mean, every one of them has that humble standing and basically knowledge to just put into a world that I'm a woods. And I'm going to be a woods. You can't undermine a wood. I'm sorry, you just can't undermine them. And then on top of that, the children that he birthed out, they have like a new armor to stand up. I love it. It's very, I love to see the man stand up. It's so humbling, so beautiful, so awesome. And then I hate to say it, I gotta have him out to like bear. But as our family grows, we have to install it into each and every one of us, to the young ones, to that next generation. Show it, put it in them, pray over them, give them the knowledge, give them the history. We missing our history. I know Larry was deep in trying to give us history. By all means, continue the legacy, continue the history, continue the love, and continue showing how he showed us. Show up. Show up strong. Show up proud. And like you never met a stranger. He never met a stranger. And I say, if y'all know Brenda, she never met a stranger. Everybody knows Brenda. Everybody. Even Thomas. The mantles that they actually hold on to right now with the legacy of their parents and how they, showing up in the world right now. They all proud. Proud of what y'all doing. It's a beautiful thing. And I want you to embrace it and feel it and love it. Okay, and I can talk fast, but I'm not going to. So I'll give the mic back.
Thank you, that was beautiful. Come on, Brother Thomas. I'll get that.
Good afternoon. Everyone that is assembled this afternoon. My name is Willie Thompson, and I first met Woods. I came to state in 1973, and I met Woods in 1974. I can remember meeting him one day late evening after class. We were in an afternoon choir. It's like we were talking about current affairs and maybe sipping on coffee or I met him that afternoon, and I got around to telling him that I was from Oxford. And what did I do that for? Because he commenced to telling me, he said, so Willie T, if I'm not mistaken, Oxford High School didn't win any games in Tupelo High School. We were in high school. I said, well, I gotta agree with you, brother. Oxford High School was not the best football team during that time, and of course he had to tell me about all the tackles that he made when they played Oxford High School. But from that day forth, we were almost inseparable. I tell you, we walked a lot of miles on the Ford station wagon that had a wood grain panel on the side. We traveled to and from Columbus and had friends over at but I can remember meeting his parents. I ate at their table. And then when he came to Oxford, he ate at my mom's table. We were almost inseparable, I'll tell you. He was a very resourceful young man, without a doubt. He lived his mark. He was maybe business administration major, but he was a marketing genius. Let me say that, he was a marketing genius. He could basically get you anything you wanted or needed, and he did it well. I was in his wedding, and he came to Mississippi, and I came to my wedding. I'll always remember Larry W. Woods. Without a doubt, he made a lasting impression on me. He's one of the major reasons I'm an Omega man today. And I thank God for allowing me to pass through this life and to have known him. Just a little thought I came up with Though Wood's smile is gone forever, and his hand we cannot touch, still we have so many memories of the one we love so much. Wood's memory is our keepsake, with which we will never part. God has him in his keeping, but we have him in our hearts. Rest in peace, brother.
Next, come on up.
That was an introduction 2 minutes. Unfortunately, like these guys, my name is Ricky Reed, it's Democratic. We pledged to Brother Larry Lewis and these guys. It was a very warm relationship. and I want to say that I love you more as frat brothers than big brothers. And Rosa told me the other day, a couple weeks ago, you always say big nasty. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's really big nasty, you call me nasty for sure. But I got 3 things to say about it. Safety, safe driver, improviser, and he's a new creature. And Captain brought this up as an awesome. One summer, we're going to Tuscaloosa. We're going to practice in Tuscaloosa. And unfortunately, I had some coffee too that day. I was under the weather. They came out of our room, and coffee makes you do that, stretch out the bed. And I said, I don't want to go nowhere. And Grandma said, what told Wood said, go get it, bring it out here. So I had a most unexperienced, amazing trip from Tuscaloosa, because somehow Ray Otis suggested they came me out of the money. Tuscaloosa is where I have my senses back. So I know where we're going to. So, Otis, I don't know how fast he was driving. 40, 56, but he was a safe driver, and he took me back to Tuscaloosa safe and sound. I don't think the bus would be on my leg and ankle and thighs. I showed you how tight you stick together. Now, second is improvise. I heard Justin say last week behind improvise. I came down, I think Rosa, it might be your family's family reunion. I came down. So we went out to a little club, and sometimes, your money get counted up. Who said, I'll take it. So we went to the DJ. Next thing I heard, we want to welcome Ricky Reed, retired NFL player. And he come back to me, and like you said, you talk about a line with wheel and shut him down. He come in real quick. Shut up, Nash, don't say a word. When everybody come and question how long, who did sit back there? Oh, who's this back? This is it. I'm just sitting there saying, here come the drinks, here come the food. What did I tell you, Nash? I take care. But now it's the third thing I'm saying, it's really most important. I was back in September. He called. He never called me this week. He said, Rick, you really serious? I said, Larry, for the first time in my life, bro. Because matter of fact, when I was telling Ross, I'm putting y'all on prayer at church. First time I put on prayer list, I wrote 996, Ross in the Woods. I put Uda Tootie. I sat down next to the chairman, big boy. I said, look, I got to change his name because nobody knows Uda Tootie. But he told me, he said, I made peace with God. And I talked to him. I said, we done that first step. You could get it tonight. And we talked a long time. And we talked. And I said, well, Uda, I said, you kind of like Paul in Philippians. I said, regardless of whatever situation you're in, circumstances, I'm content with what you're doing. And he called me in the real world about 4 weeks ago. We were staying with him at my house in Jackson State Valley, Maryland. And Uli had us ready to call us and check in on us. And that's remarkable. He was checking on us. Now, my final thing I would say, like brother said, we can't duplicate it. But if each one of us had a zeal, the joy for life, and respect fellow mankind with full friends, this whole world would be much better.
I'm glad we're at this cheerful moment in the service. Thank you, God, for allowing me to speak on behalf of Udi Tuli. This is the correct pronunciation. It's Udi Tuli. I was smart enough to give him that name because Udi Tuli, he's going to spank that booty. Thank you, Udi. You made me a tough guy. Oh, by the way, it wasn't hazing, it was raising.
I like just one indulgence. Of course, John Stiffen, he was our lead dog. And he wasn't able to be here today, but he sent these words that I meant to have read, and I would like to do it now. But he said to please pass this message on for me. Life is a journey, not a destination. Larry Woods lived his life, giving his all from the day he was born to the day he passed, and after all. God bless you.
All right, that's everyone. All right, very quickly. I won't hold you long, very quickly. Talk about how I met Larry and pledging and all, and I heard all this love. Y'all talking about Larry, love and all this good stuff. And I said to myself, they didn't pledge on me. Larry and his sidekick, Alan, was notorious. So we played, we went over, and Calvin graduated, he's 79. So Calvin graduated, they had frat house. We got to fill frat house up, we got to put some people in there. Then we need you moving to the frat house, we got to keep the house. I was okay, cool. Well, Vince, my LB, he was down there, that's okay. He said, no, Vince already got a roommate. I was okay, all right, well, who will be roommate with? I said, Larry Wood. I said, no way. This guy here gonna positive plan and I get him back. But it all worked out. He turned out to be a great roommate, believe it or not. He turned out to be a great roommate. All the players stuff was gone. I mean, automatically just flipped the switch and it was all good. And but Larry was a night owl. He was a night owl. He had a job down there at the telephone office working at night. They was going to play cards all night. I was a morning person, right? I worked on weekends and worked on campus. They used to have all night playing cards. And the next day, Larry and I had the same major. Remember this? Larry and I had the same major. I'm going to go back to our page. Larry and I had the same major. And Larry was in class with me. So when I got online, Larry's not going to class. He's not going to class, stand where he knows. I made copies of everything. And we both passed, so we worked out. So my weekend job is at a meat plant, right? Y'all know there no pork, right? The meat plant. Well, I work at the pork factory, right? My mom worked at the pork factory, so he trying to talk to me about all this pork, man. Larry might get up in the morning, he's good. Hear that, smell that bacon frying in the kitchen, man. I gotta have my pork. And he tried all year, ham. Talking about how bad it was. You can't digest it, they don't get out the cellars. Man, I gotta eat. I grew up on this. I go home, my mama, she cook it, but pork, don't eat pork. So we were pretty good roommate, I would think. We drove to class, and just like you say, Larry talking to everybody, know everybody. And I'm a neophyte, so I'm just trying to wear my fracture. I'm just trying to be out, But he does some stuff with folks, man. Let's go. I didn't get a picture of the union. That's what actually around the union. pressure on. But you got to stop along the way and talk to everybody. And you got used to it after a while. You got used to it. He was with me when he started growing those dreadlocks. So that was new to the campus. Remember, we were PWI, right? From the white campus. So he started growing those locks. Everybody looked at what on his hat. You know, he would twist them in the class, twist them in the room, twist them. After a while, it became a site around camp. They look for it. They look for Larry. See how long these locks growing day after day after day. And pretty soon he was I don't know the word. He was a standout on campus. But my wife came to campus in '79, and the year after I prayed fall '79. And when she found out about Larry, she said, "Larry Wood, everybody know Larry. Everybody know Larry. Everybody know Larry." And she said the truth. He was out so long, everybody know him. Everybody know him. I said, "Well, you know, Larry took the city around. Larry in no hurry. And he never missed a semester. And he in no hurry." You know, it was amazing. I graduated in '80. Larry graduated in '83. We had a senior management class that you took your senior year. Larry and I took it together. I said, "How you doing, Larry?" I can't get this class out of the way while you in here. So Larry graduated, right? And I'm gonna wrap this up. Larry graduated in '83. The conclave was in Kansas City in '83. I was the boss of the Baylor's Eye in '83. They were sending me to the conclave, right? Larry, I'm graduating, let's go. So the frat paid for the room and registration. I said, "All right, I got everything else." So Larry and Bo, we had 2 cars going up there. We had 1 room, 8 folks. So we went to the clay. We left West Point, stopped in Memphis. We got to Memphis at midnight. Midnight, stopped at a club no name in Memphis at the time. Larry knew the DJ Hound, Disco Hound, right? So we got in the club. We hung out at the club. Left the club, still headed to St. Louis. We headed to St. Louis. We stopped over there before we went to Kansas City. We got to St. Louis. Another brother that was with us, his aunt was gonna cook for us. So we got there about daybreak, about 6 a.m. She cooked for us, and we headed on to Kansas City. We got to Kansas City, spent a whole week there in Kansas City. And back in the move, go far. So we want to just hang out. So we did conclave. I got back to West Point, and just like he always does, Larry said, "Drop me off." Okay, to Fort Lauderdale. I said, "Well, Larry, let me take you a little farther out." Outside the city. He said, "No, drop me off right here, I'm good." He said, 2 rides, I'll be there. Well, we already did. I know he was in Fort Lauderdale. My wife and I came to Fort Lauderdale going on a cruise. And so called Larry. Larry came to pick me up. Larry, now, she'll leave tomorrow at a certain time. His brother, his young brother. We went to Miami. So we went to Miami. Larry, I gotta be on this ship in the morning. So we went to Miami, we hung out all together. So checkout time, my wife hollering and yelling, you know, trying to get me out of there. You know, and I'm had too much coffee. Yeah. And when we made the trip, we made the ship. Larry picked us up from the ship when we got back. He did. Got back. But I can say, what a guy. Larry was what a guy. Rob, I know he had you all over the place because he moved. He hit Memphis. You gotta go here, gotta go there, gotta go see Stanley, gotta go see Little T. Y'all all over the place. But that's how he rolled. But I would tell you that I think Larry's legacy is no trouble. Don't live on them. Never met a stranger. Never had an enemy. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Leon Patton. If you didn't hear, that's my big brother right there. So I want to tell you a little bit about Brother Woods because my story is sort of extraordinary. Stanley was talking about living in the frat house, And I got set up when I first arrived at Mississippi State. They put me in the frat house, but I wasn't a frat. And so Larry Woods was my mentor. He was showing me the ropes and preparing me for the journey that I was going to take to become a frat. And I really thought that he was my buddy, that I had a caretaker that was going to coddle me and help me go through this pledge thing. And when I saw Woods, and Woods became Woods, it quickly reminded me that there was another side of Brother Woods. But what he did do, though, he made me a part of his family. He put me with his brother. So Joe Woods and I became roommates. We were brothers. And so Brother Woods wanted to impress one thing upon you. This is the serious part about him. He wanted to have fun, and he wanted you to have a good time, and he wanted you to enjoy being around him, but he wanted to touch you. And what he wanted to touch you with was that you owe service to somebody. So he was always, now I'll tell the truth since I'm in church. It was, Baby Patton, let me tell you what this is what it's really about. Now, as long as you wear that purple and gold, you got to serve somebody. Somebody needs you. So I know you're big and strong, they call you Big Mike. He said, but you Baby Patton, and you got to learn how to serve. So Larry set an expectation of his own for people to reach back. And so all the things that people have talked about Larry, reaching out to people, touching people, that was Larry left with every person he met. You cannot sit and tell me today you're not a better person, you don't understand the value of friendship and people if you met Larry Woods. So Larry left me with a spirit of service. Larry became not just a frat brother. I was Larry's brother. Sylvester will tell you, Thomas will tell you, Brandon will tell you, Brenda will tell you, because that's the guy that Larry Woods is. So I want to thank God for the opportunity for Larry Woods being in my life, for sharing his entire family with me, and for all the things he's done for the community, for the frat, and for this neighborhood. So thank you so much for the opportunity to just come before you today.
Thank you. My name is James Ball. I played as fall 1982 in Mississippi State. Brother Woods, there's only been 4 men that held a position from our chapter, like that Brother Woods was the charter line member of. I'm the 33rd 8th District Representative. Brother Irving is the 35th 8th District Representative. We've had Brother David Marion, who was the Grand Bosselus of the fraternity, and Brother Horace Chase, who was not only a district representative of the 5th District, but he was also the Grand Keeper of Finance. And all of this started from the legacy set by Brother Woods and the charter line at Mississippi State. So I'm going to clear up the record here for a little bit. In 1983, in the fall of 1983, Brother Dorsey Miller was a district representative, and he had an undergraduate workshop down in Tallahassee, Florida. So all the undergraduate chapters had to send somebody, representatives. So we sent in our delegates, and I was the keeper records of seal or something at that point. I couldn't go, so Brother Woods asked, Brother Larry asked, hey, can I ride down Tallahassee with you? Sure. So we figured, we got somebody that's been around the fraternity a while, and he's going to mentor the brothers and help us get there. Well, we didn't know he was going to state. So that's how he met Brother Dorsey, that Brother Grand Dorsey talked about last week. He came down there with the brothers from the chapter for the undergraduate workshop. And so in 1992, I was at the Grand Conclave in Atlanta, Georgia. And I ran into Brother Woods, and he's like, hey, you're staying at Peachtree Plaza, come up to my room. So I go up to the room, he's on like the 69th floor of the hotel. And I walk into his room, and he's got a staircase. I'm like, man, how did Larry pull this off? But he told me, he says, hey, I'm the caretaker for the 21st Grand Bosselus, Grant Reynolds. He says, I need you to take me to Walgreens because Brother Reynolds needs to get medication. And so I said, well, come on, let's go. He says, now, Bob, you know what? I'm the power behind the power. I'm like, okay. But what I didn't realize is what he was telling me was, Grant Reynolds, when Larry got down to Florida, he wanted to find a job. He went to see Grant Reynolds, and Grant Reynolds said, hey, you need to go get a haircut. Now, Larry had dreads. He told him, and guess what? Larry went and got a haircut, and he got him a job that really fell into his sweet spot, was working a salesperson at Sears. And that's how he ended up there. But Grant Reynolds was a very heavyweight in the fraternity, but 2 years later, Dorsey Miller would become Grand Bosses. So he actually was the power behind the power, because he told us, if y'all need anything, y'all call me. And so he really embodied the four cardinal principles of the fraternity. Man, that, he was a father, he was a brother, he was a husband, he was an uncle. It's, just to each of us. Scholarship, he graduated with a degree in business administration. I'm going to roll it into perseverance, because Larry holds the all-time record for undergraduate and graduate in 6 years. It took him 10 years. Now, I don't know nobody now that will graduate in 10 years from Mississippi State. They're going to put you out. College, you ain't got to quit college. College going to put you up there. We all know, if you were having a down day, if you read into Larry Woods, your day had just spiraled, took him out the swing. So I was at I was on the spring council, I was at the district meeting in Fort Lauderdale, which was hosted by Zeta Chi chapter, which is Larry chapter, and the captains. And that was a great time for them, because everywhere I went, Larry says, come on, let me introduce you to so-and-so. Let me introduce you to so-and-so. Hey, this is my chapter brother. He's an 8th district representative. So it was just, had a great time. And then I saw him again at the last time I saw him was at the conclave in Charlotte, North Carolina. And when he was getting his 45th service in, and I was getting my 40 year. And the first thing we did, we took pictures and everything. But last year, this past summer, the conclave was in Tampa. And I asked him, I said, this is right here, where's Larry? They said, well, he's a little under the weather. And I didn't with the conclave, everything, is busy, the meetings and everything. But about 3 or 4 weeks later, I got a call from Brother Woods. And you could tell, I was like, Brother Woods, man, I missed you at the conclave. He's like, yeah, I was dealing with some things and I wasn't able to make it. I could hear it in his voice. But one of the things he said, you know what, Bob, let me tell you something, I'm very proud. I said, you know what? I said, Larry, I learned from the best, and you are one of the best. So thank you for allowing him to serve in the positions that he served in this great fraternity. We are more than blessed. And for the brothers that don't do the things that Larry did for this fraternity, you are living beneath your privilege. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Walter Conley. I'm a charter member of Ada's Eye chapter, and I served as his boss for the first 8 years. And of course, I helped initiate Larry. Last time I talked to Larry was in 2017. Now, I don't know what happened along the way, but something happened to Larry involving my brother. And I don't know exactly what it was. And so in 2017, we were celebrating the 40th anniversary of Ada's Eye chapter. So apparently Larry came up from Florida and joined a brother in Atlanta, and they were driving from Atlanta to Starbucks. I get a call. Brother Conley, Brother Wood, what's going on, Brother Wood? Well, he said, how you doing? But after that, he drove in there. Brother Conley, do you remember? Whatever that was, do you remember so-and-so? So Larry, I don't remember. And then the brother that was in the car with him, he was saying, yeah, Brother Conley, you remember. I said, Larry, I don't remember, Brother Conley. You have selective memory. Because it did happen. Well, I said, Larry, I'm not saying that it didn't happen. I'm just saying that I don't remember. But he never gave up on the fact that he insisted that I knew what he was talking about. Now, maybe some of his line brothers know what I'm talking about, but honestly, God, I did. But Larry showed me a lot of respect. I just love Larry. Like you said, to not love Larry, there's something wrong with you, okay? He showed me a lot of respect, and I just enjoyed always talking to him when we had that opportunity. I just wanted to share that with you. Thank you.
This is our last person with remarks.
My name's Roger Lawson. Larry and I grew up together. We were in the class of 74, which was a really special class. We pretty much stayed connected for years. There's some folks from our class in the back, if y'all would stand. I have to say, I had no idea how it would be. I'm pretty words, on Larry's behalf. But Thomas inspired me. I don't know Willie T. You inspired me because when I left for Tupelo this morning from God's country, for you Mississippi State guys, that's Oxford. I figured that was start. But anyway, Larry was my friend, a very good friend. We met when we were about 12 or 13 years old. Tupelo schools integrated, and Larry was my first black friend, and first real friend. And he was a very special person. We competed, we loved playing ball. And through the years, I saw Larry 2 or 3 times after we graduated from high school. We actually had a long text exchange about a month or so ago. And I had no idea he was close to Larry when we let on do that. When we had our usual exchange, I told him, even though we're at the age we are now, he ain't never gonna beat me on the basketball court. He can throw a dodgeball off the wall. But anyway, I just wanted to tell y'all that Larry and I, without knowing, we were doing it. We're giving each other a lesson in humanity. That skin color doesn't mean anything. That's what's in your heart. You almost made me cry there. Anyway, thank you all for letting me say a few words.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone who came in and made remarks in reference to Brother Larry. And it was great to hear the stories, the passion that Brother Larry had. Thank you for everyone who traveled near and far to be here with us. And as we're about to close, just want to acknowledge everyone. And if you have the program, back of your program, we're going to have a reception at right here at the Park Hill Dynasty event venue. So there at Park Hill, you can continue your comments there. After the closing prayer, everyone, you all are dismissed to go to Park Hill, except for the brothers, of course, and the family. We would like to take some pictures with the family, and especially the 77 line. So, as soon as we close in prayer, please come to me. Everyone will dismiss, and the brotherhood. Thank you. So, the brother who's in charge of the prayer, come on up, Mike James. He's our state chaplain. So, Brother James, come on and close in prayer.
Let us bow and ask for a word of prayer. Heavenly Father, you are our God. You're the one that we have depended upon and called upon in times like these. You shared your love, your grace, your mercy with this family. You've blessed them. You've kept them. You've wiped tears away from their eyes. Thank you, Lord, for all that you have done and for all that you will continue to do. God, we ask you now to still comfort them, strengthen them in days, weeks, months, and years to come. There will be no other Larry Woods. But thank you for the memories. Thank you for the reflections. Thank you for the laugh. Thank you for the smile. Thank you for everything that he has instilled in each and every one of us down through the years. God, we thank you for his life as well as his legacy. Now, God, we ask you to dismiss us from this place, but never from your presence. Stand by us as we travel up and down the dangerous highways. Be with us for years to come. And God, when it is all said and done, we will give you all the glory and praise. For you are the mighty God. You are the Prince of Peace. You are the wonderful counselor. You are everything, God, in which we need to make it. And now may the grace of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, the love of God, the sweet communion of the Holy Spirit, may it rest, rule, and abide with you henceforth, now, and forevermore. And all of the children of God said, Amen.
Everyone, you are dismissed. Brothers, please stay in place. Is Dukes here? Brother Dukes? Can you please come up front? Brother Shoemaker? Is Brother Miguel Franklin? I need you brothers to come up front real quick. Can I have your attention, please? Can I have your attention, please? Can you please clear the first two rows? I need to clear the first two rows. Can you also clear the front section? Please clear the front two rows and the front section of the sanctuary. Thank you.
Yeah, his mom lives there on the left side. She's still there. Yeah, and my sister lives across the street. They're great. One day.
Have your attention, please? Have your attention, please?
She lives good dog. Yeah. She's somewhere else. Oh, it is. Oh, you know this. All right, here we go. say what they're in that. You're involved. You're just been going.
All right. 77 brothers up front are becoming and Woody. On the front row. Take those items. Place on the Hey, all the bros, attention, bros, you need to take a quick picture. For the bros on the front row, hands on your knees. Hey, Mike, I'm here to see you Hey, bro, we're taking pictures. Taking official pictures for this event. Hey, there you go, there you go. All right, bro, let's be seated. The bros on the back row, please stand. Bros on the back row, please stand. Make sure that I can see you and you see me. If you can't see my face, you need to adjust your position.
Hey, how you doing? Doing good. Good to see you. Y'all look so nice. You see, TJ.